What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm pretty sure you guys are very excited to hear once again because now my up start recording content again for the channel. Um, so I have now moved into my new place. I think I'll do a video, and then that way you guys can. So right now, ladies and gents, we're gonna be looking at Sky Striker cards. Sky Striker work because Sky Striker just got a whole plethora of new cards. And oh my god, they really do. It's a just a fuck ton of cards. In the span of like literally the last two. Some better than others, and I do have a lot of opinions about this because I feel like they're missing the ball when it comes to how they're trying things. So we have the ultimate weapon. We have Specular Striker Spectra has now come upon the world. So yeah, the final weapon of the apocalypse that is to be in the Sky Striker is officially coming. So this is Singular Striker Spectra. This is a Link 4 Dark Attribute Machine type effect monster with 3,000 attack. Points up, left, right, and bottom. Requires 2+ material, including a Link monster. Card is always treated as a Sky Striker Ace card. Assert the Link summon, you can only use its first effect of this card's name once per. When your opponent activates a card or an effect as Chain Link 2 or higher. Quick effect, you may banish 2 spells from your hand and or graveyard to negate the activation. To negate the effect. 2. Destroy one card your opponent controls. Second effect is this card loses 3,000 attack while you have no spells in. That's the image of the monster there. Next up, coming from Premium Pack 24 in YLS1, I believe that's the manga. That's for the Sky Strikers. We have some more Striker support. So we have Pillar of the Future, Kynos, which I think, Cyanos, which is, I guess, supposed to be a play on Cyan. This is a link. This is a level 1 light attribute machine type monster with 500 attack, 15 defense. Card is always treated as a Sky Striker card. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn each. You can discard one spell from your hand. This is summon this card from your. If this card is no more social summon, you can summon one section each rose from your deck or graveyard. Also, you can also summon monsters for the rest of the turn. You can also summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except for machine type monsters. You can banish this card from your graveyard to take one of your sacrifice roses that is in the graveyard and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Then we have Striker Ace Azalea Temperance. Dark Attribute Machine type Link monster Link points bottom, left, and right. 2,500 attack, she requires 2+ monsters, including a Link monster. Let's first be Link Summon. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. Card is special summon, you can banish one spell card from your hand or graveyard. Target one monster. Your opponent controls with 2,500 or less attack and equip that face-up monster to 5. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can summon one other strategic monster from your graveyard. No percentage, but only tech. There is another Sky Striker card, but we don't have a artwork for it. This is Combination Maneuver Engage 0. Machine, light attribute Link monster that points left and right. 1,500 attack. Requires 2 light and or dark monsters. This card is always treated as a special ace card. You can only special summon Combination Maneuver Engage zeros once per turn. It cannot be used as Link material. If this card is special summon, you can target one monster field with 2,500 or more attack and negate its effects until the end of the turn. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks And you have a Setric Ace Ray and Rose in your graveyard. You can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Then we also have reprint of Setric Ace Rose in an alternative art, kind of similar to how Setric Ray has an alternate art. Oh, yeah, alternate for her. This is from the V Jump, if I'm so later on in the the premium pack 24, they're going to have reprints of um all this new stuff. Hold on one. Yeah, okay, so yeah, they're gonna have different they're gonna have another alternative artwork for Rose when the premium pack comes out. Most likely in the TCG, we will be getting a special set with reprint coming out. So probably like a Battles of Legend type of situation, or maybe Anime Chronicles type. No, Anime Chronicles stuff for me. So 9 out of 10, we're probably just um, what's it? We're probably gonna get the stuff that's going to most likely focus, um, the newer stuff. But why don't we go ahead? So was it? So yeah, why don't we go ahead and we just like take a look at all the stuff all together? So Spectacular Striker Spectra. I am not a big fan of this card. The reason that I say this is because I feel like if you're going to be a high level big boss monster for the Sky Striker, if your negation is that you're gonna suck away the support you need and that your archetype needs, where's the recovery? Because this is the problem that I have not only with just this card, but I've had it, and I think a lot of other people agree with me. Skyshakers have no way to send their spells that are banished back into the graveyard, or to have them have a monster or spell, or even a link monster that does anything with the banished spells. They just have them go back to the hand. Especially with what the sages, the mages monsters. Yeah, it's just like this is not what, because a lot of people talked about this card in Skychecker group on Facebook. That yeah, this card is just for show. It's just a 3K B stick that surprisingly it's gonna lose out to things. Like the only thing that probably may save it is if it's like under skill drain. But even then, a negation effect to just make it a 3K beat stick is it's not worth it. Like this thing is just basically here to say, look guys, I'm cute, I'm pretty, I'm a 3K Shushaker Ace monster. I can only negate when when there's something chaining 2 or higher. And even then, you're banishing spells to negate the activation of an effect and then destroy one card your opponent controls. So it's like that's not even worth it because remember this card loses attack points when there's no spells in the graveyard. Like this thing, we have better options. If you want to rank for that bad, you have better choices that are generic, that don't require so many different things, and you have so many easier ways to pull. You still have Access Code Talker, you still have Unchained Abomination, you have the Barrel Load, Barrel Sword. Like you have those are just examples on top of my head. I'm sure there's pretty more other easy accessible, monsters that Skychecker Ace have for a rank 4. But if you want to stick to the theme of it just being Skychecker, this is all you go for. But sorry, not for me. Because I'm sorry, this is a really just good card. Like, it's cute that, like, we can deck Devastation virus our opponents because we have a big target. But that's not really helping much when, if I'm supposed to have something that's supposed to be a negation, this is not a negation that I would prefer to have, like, maybe on your turn, but even then, it's like you're banishing cards, you're banishing resources. How are you going to get those resources back? You're forcing me to play cards to take up more space that are not needed to take up those spaces. Yeah, sorry, I'm not a fan of the spec. Now let's go on to these three cards. So the Cyanos. Okay, cool. Link Climb or Sky Striker. That's cute. What other abilities does it give me? Besides, oh, it can bring Rose back. That actually, that's not too bad because yeah. Ziki. I call her Zeke. I'm gonna say Zeke. I'm gonna call her Zeke, not Zeki, because that E is silent. So, yeah, I mean, going into Zeke, not bad. You know, having a monster to help Link climb, that's not bad either. Discarding the spell, that's not bad itself because, I mean, at that point, you're just filling up the graveyard for all the stuff that Kagari and them can help you get back. Well, Kagari can help you get back. You can set back up with, what was it? Not Widow Anchor, but multi roll. So you have that going for it. I don't know. There's more room that's gotta be taken up. Azalea Temperance. Why is this so hard? Because there's no protection on this. And it's another one of those banish a card to do this, to get rid of a threat that probably has an Omni Negate or probably has some type of protection for it to not be targeted. If this was like an interruption type of situation, it'd be different. But even then, I think because it has the need for two or more link monsters, yeah, I don't really think this is going to be something that, like, yeah, I'm definitely going to put this in my extra. Because no, I'm not. Like, you're a bad relinquished, a very bad relinquished. And then on top of that, you're just going to summon a strike checker from the hand of it. And even then, I think my options are probably going to be limited to that. Unless like I want to get Kagari go get my my one of my spells. 9 out of 10 is going to be my engage, and then add it to my like. There's no. I'm sorry. There's just here's another wasted link monster. It's like yay, cute artwork, yay, cute plotline, yay. No, this is just not good. It's very mid. These are some very mid ass cards. Like holy shit! Like all these a lot of these are just really mid. Um, I guess let's try to talk something decent about it. Let's talk about Zero Engage Zero. So I believe this is probably going to be maybe her battleship while it's in battle mode, or maybe this is just like the overall aesthetic. Because there's no picture, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be. But to be a light or dark monster that can't be used for link material, I was expecting more from you. Like, oh, I can target one card on the field with 2,500 or more attack, and then negate its effects in turn. I could just drop Effect Veiler. I can just Ash Blossom, or I can find 15 different things to negate. I can Widow Anchor you. Like, okay, alright. And then, like, no, that other effect. Like, yeah, if you have this card and this card, but I'm the one that has to attack, then destroy all the monsters your opponent controls. Like, that's very mid. These, oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I can't defend these because these are so fucking mid. These are just mid ass Sky Striker cards. Like, where's the synergy to recover from the banish? Where's the synergy? Like, if anything, if there's any one of these that I'd say is probably playable, it's maybe Cyanos. Only because of Link. If there's anything else, this only gets rid of a threat. One threat. So you have to hope that your opponent doesn't have anything to block it. Then on top of that, this card is only really good for destruction, but you have to have in rows in your graveyard. Like there's no saving. Like what the fuck? I'm sorry. These are just mid ass cards. These are just mid ass cards, and they're just being printed because people want to see Checker cards get printed for new cards that are being introduced in the manga. I honestly believe that this is the only reason why these cards are getting printed is because maybe that's it. Maybe that's Zero Engage. I didn't think about that. This is probably Zero Engage, and they're probably going to do artwork for it. Because that's Ray and Rose right there holding what seems to be a giant sword, and it's shooting a beam of light. Yeah, that's probably the card itself. But I'm sorry. This is just mid to me. The only thing I can see playable is a monster that may not even be that usable or pliable. It might be useful, but even then, it's just like I'm sorry. I'm gonna give this. They're all. This is mid. This is mid as hell. Like yay, alternate art roads. But like the only good thing I can find out to muster out of this is maybe like one monster. One monster out of what 4 in a reprint. So Konami do better. Sorry, just I'm not gonna defend this. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, Skychecker Ace is definitely gonna be running this and it's gonna make them tier meta. No, I just want Skychecker Ace to still be playable but have some functionalities to them. And there's no functionality if your cards are literally just sitting here to banish everything. Like, where's the recovery from the banish? Because you're gonna need your spell cards. Otherwise, Ray, Rose, and them can't do anything. You have a giant 3K monster that says if there's no spells in the graveyard, it's going to have 0 attack point. How are you going to recover? Oh, you can just activate the mages and they can just go back to your hand. I'm not giving a deck space for hand traps to play mediocre ass monsters that do literally 0 to nothing, but send them back to my hand. Like, I'd rather just run Imperial Iron Wall, and if that's ever the case, then nothing is meant. Which actually I think somebody probably did. But no, I'm sorry, this is just mediocre as fuck. This is mid. This is like no. But that's my thoughts on it. If anybody has their own opinion on the Skychecker support cards, then you're more than welcome to speak on it. Like, I honestly want somebody to say, like, somebody try to change my mind because I'm sorry, there's nothing changing my mind about these being legitimately. They're just here for show, and I wish they weren't. I wish they had some type of utility to recycle things from the banish because that's Skychecker's biggest issue. How do they is recovering from the banish? Because there's no card in Skychecker except for 3 monsters that legitimately have little to nothing in regards to a story plot that are being, and it's like, no, we're good. So let me know in the comment section what you guys feel about the new Skychecker card. And what, yeah, let me know your opinions about them in the comment section. At this point, I'm checked out. So like, comment, share, subscribe in the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys can be informed of when I upload my content to the channel. Social media links are in the description box below, and I will catch you guys next time. HVJ, signing out.